enjoy every single kick from the Cardiff City Stadium, which is where we're heading next, and you'll be in the company of Guy Havord and Matt Elliott.
If you are watching on lcfc.com, just sit back and relax. If you are watching on social media, the live stream will finish shortly. If you want to continue enjoying our coverage, you'll need to head over to lcfc.com/foxes and purchase one of our game passes. If you are watching in a territory where the game isn't live on TV, you'll be able to watch a live video stream on Foxes Hub. Please visit lcfc.com/territories to check. If you can't find your location, live audio commentary is still available. You'll need to have an lcfc.com account before you purchase your game pass. If you already have one, please sign in and select your product at lcfc.com/Foxes Hub. Select the buy button and you'll be taken to the payment page. Once you've followed the simple payment steps, press continue at the bottom of the screen and you'll be taken to the Foxes Hub homepage. If you purchase a video pass, please select Watch Live from the Foxes Hub drop-down menu. If you purchased a Listen Live pass, please select Listen Live. If you purchased a seasonal or monthly video pass and the game is not being shown in your territory, please select Listen Live. If you are having a payment or technical issue, please email Leicester TV Support at streamamg.com. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy the match.
Who wants to join me? Shopping at King Power. 3-day, 2-night stay booked. See ya.
To the rooftop bar.
To snap a photo for my IG.
To eat the famous Thai.
The new collection is calling me. Sure, there's a perfume I want. Let me ask my sis.
Yes, of course I'm going. Leicester City, Fox never quit.
Let's go. It's possible because King Power is more than just duty-free. Shop latest trends in beauty and gadgets, your coolest staycation, the legendary Pad Thai, best street food in town, a place to support your team, a fancy dinner, enjoy shopping at downtown stores and online, or even the thrill of a new experience. Explore your everyday possibilities. The power of possibilities. King Power.
The new season's nearly here and your opinions are getting stronger.
We've got serious pulling power now.
Oh, we are the top 2 players now.
Aye?
It's not up inside. If he settles the squad, we'll be back on top.
Only this time we're going for the quadruple.
You are joking, aren't you?
The time for talk is nearly over.
With over £4 million in free bet giveaways and huge price boosts, kick off your season with Sky Bet. That's betting better.
Jameson Black Barrel unlocks a richer taste experience from barrels charred black by fire for notes of butterscotch, toasted oak, and ooh, moments like this. You're built different, breathing new life into broken, taking matters into your own hands, assembling big dreams from the small things, never stopping until you find the right part at the right price. That's the eBay way.
Hello, football fans. This is a smart meter display. It helps you tackle energy usage, manage your spending, and keep you on target. Now that's a hat trick. Search get a smart meter today.
Jameson Black Barrel unlocks a richer taste experience from barrels charred black by fire for notes of butterscotch, toasted oak, and ooh, moments like this.
The new season's nearly here and the opinions are getting stronger.
We've got serious pulling power now.
Oh, to get the top players now.
Aye?
It's like I've been saying, if he settles the squad, we'll be back on top.
Only this time we're going for the quadruple.
You are joking, aren't you?
The time for talk is nearly over.
With over £4 million in free bet giveaways and huge price boosts, kick off your season with Sky Bet. That's betting better.
Who wants to join me? Shopping at King Power. 3-day, 2-night stay booked. See ya.
To the rooftop bar.
To snap a photo from
你卡到頭咁樣
Collection is calling me.
Sure,
，Justin 出翻嚟，
Let me ask my sis.
我哋都幾多輪，
Leicester City.
一定要啦，9日踢3場嘅喎，踢90分鐘，我哋都有有個勉強有。
The legendary Pad Thai, best street food in town. A place to support your team, a fancy dinner, enjoy shopping at downtown stores and online, or even the thrill of a new experience. Explore your everyday possibilities. The power of possibilities. King Power.
The new season's nearly here and the opinions are getting stronger.
We've got serious pulling power now.
Oh, to get the top players now.
Aye?
Good evening, welcome to Fox's Hub.
Hello， 我就
Some technical issues at
No.
Cardiff
聽到
City Stadium at the moment, but we'll
聽到
talk you through
聽到 nice，
as Leicester look to end
開翻我
the
面
year
好眼瞓，辛苦晒，練咗幾場夜波，
for Leicester City
係
after
啊，
the
黐
Premier
撚
League
線，
relegation.
場場都係3.9，我屌！
A new fresh start.
最
Enzo Maresca arrived.
多一場啫，過埋今日就
And things have been looking up ever since for Leicester City. A 6-point advantage at the top of the championship. With all teams in action tonight, who knows how tonight
有冇 William 啊今日
Leicester City
William 去咗睇波，
might make that gap
今日有我同埋謙。
at the top of the table.
收到。
So there's 2 changes for Leicester from
多謝。
two-day draw.
哇！你咁放分啊！辛苦晒，辛苦晒，辛苦晒。
啱醒咗呢個5分鐘，過多一陣冇事咧。
合理。聽日 YouTube send 得唔得先？聽日 YouTube send 得唔得先？係 OK 得，非常之好。
There'll be 2 changes for Cardiff with Ruben Colwell and Yakin going out, with Josh Bowler and Manuel Siopis coming in for them after their Boxing Day.
今日估咩賽果啊你？
Rainy old night in Cardiff. Who have had a really
卡迪夫城
indifferent form of
排第
late.
幾咧而
In the last 5 games, they've really been
卡迪夫城11啊！
the Cardiff City side will be arriving. They've had 2 wins, they've had 2 defeats, they've had a draw
2比1咯。
as well.
好啊，
Leicester
大
City
概呢啲位我
that they're able to make that indifference even more tonight by inflicting another defeat on this Cardiff City side.
估未調咗未？
雖然係11，
我自己啱啱食完嘢，我自己會中意最
都
近
係
3粒鐘。你都可以試下
爭3分。
As the mascots line up ready to welcome the teams into the
Sorry，就你可唔可以叫咩？可唔可以大聲少少啊？
in 2023.
哦，Hello，
係有少少細聲嚟。
我純粹係第6至第14都係爭3分嘅，所以
係啊係啊，其實佢哋贏一場可以入翻呢個附加賽區嘅，其實係非常之緊湊。
都有實力。
Like a bit of a defeat in Suffolk, they'll be hoping to make amends of that.
等先，我睇下我開你個聲係咪夠大先，因為應該係夠。 係咁係咯，你個咪，你係咪較大聲咗少少啊？咪
冇啊，純粹對住個咪講嘢。
哦，好啊。你可以睇下，如果你 Windows setting 你較翻大啲，你就唔使講得咁辛苦啊。
好啊。
好，球員出場啦。你鋪上 Facebook 未啊？
啱啱鋪咗。
好，唔該晒。
Thank you very much. Welcome to the Welsh capital as the two teams come out.
今日冇咁熱鬧，今日應該因為阿 Kingsley 同埋阿 William 都去咗睇波。
Kingsley 都睇咗好多場啦。
佢睇4場今次。
OK。
你到時嚟睇幾場？2場定點啲咧？
本身個 idea 就係2場主場啊嘛，咁但係而家諗緊有機會褪到4月嗰啲位先嚟，即係中美嘅位先嚟。
係
咁嘅話就未必睇到咁多，因為一嚟唔係 available。
唔緊要㗎，我哋有 membership， 我應該你早流位都買到1-2張嘅。係唯一係 last 嗰場會好多變數，唔知到時會咩情況。即係如果真係有得捧杯就好難買啦而家。但如果你話係講緊尾2、尾3場就應該冇問題。
捧杯唔會係即係如果分數夠多嘅話，假設唔會喺尾2、尾3嗰啲場捧杯，
都有可能。真係唔知，所以唔緊你咪早留個名先咯，你早留個名先咯，盡量幫你揾。
好啊。
係冇錯，咁係咯，我間唔中我就勤啊嘛。嗌外賣定你直我揸落去直接過去。都成OK 嘅，我覺得。頭先 Kingsley 影咗張相出嚟，都好空喎個球場，個上層基本上冇人睇。
都見到直播入邊係咁樣。
係啊，真係啲人就係咁啊！即係咧成績好就會多啲人睇咁。Ipswich 都 full 晒，我上次去睇 Ipswich 個球場都成2層，佢哋主場係啊都 full 晒，成績好咯。因為呢啲成績一般，不過因為放緊假嘅，即係嗰啲都係嘅，會多啲人。你諗下成績差少少啲啊，嗰個名林啊，佢成10幾又唔係真係好差，成11啫嘛，佢爭3分，咁幾好你又入到咩嘅喎？氹下喎，幾多嘅？
佢哋下層都有啲疏。
下層咩？
下層嘅座位都有啲疏。
係。
A reminder that there is no room for racism. Both teams taking the knee. Leicester City in another change kit. Blue certainly been the colour of their opponents as well in recent matches.
哦，咁佢嚟得就梗係睇到幾場啦，梗係。係啊。1號又翻嚟睇主場。差唔多可以走啦。咁當去旅行咁佢過嚟開心，可以睇下啲地方。
Just a couple of changes. Enzo Maresca said that he would be making changes, but it's the back.
點知個 rap 清個 rap 係靚波，哇！乜嘢發達？
And again, as Matt Elliott was mentioning, the likes of
入咗嚟朋友打下招呼啊 ，say 個 hello 啊！今日有我同阿謙同阿澤同大家睇波。
In that second half at Portman Road to keep something in their legs for this game here tonight, and who knows, a match on New Year's Day as well against Huddersfield. At the moment the ball is with Cardiff City and their goalkeeper
其實上睇葉士域治，你都見到點解佢會，其實佢啲人係好均，但係佢個踢法係同我有啲似，佢都係即係等人等我哋逼兩米猜上嚟。所以佢啲球員其實唔使好 top，即係迪士尼嗰個而家係夠。即係平時佢哋練波啊嘛，咁當然即係好波啲嘅，梗係更加好啦。咁個重嗰個贏輸重點就會喺除咗 finish 之後，就喺個逼搶嗰啲。都點解即係而家平時想啲睇啊成啊，翻以前啲球員成日話90年代啲波好好睇啊，技術含量高啊，成足球嗰個發展係而家係真，我又唔可以話佢哋唔好，的而且確可能好多人佢哋個人嘅技術係冇以前有啲球星咁高超唔出奇，但係更加講求整體。即係你話有啲人覺得而家譬如踢逆風好悶啊，成日兩下就翻返轉頭，以前嗰啲要好多突破。如果我個人其實我更加喜歡而家。夾硬成日去做突破，跟住冇咗個波，其實你而家自己踢波都會輕無啦，冇咗個波咁樣係好 frustrating。其實我哋中間點樣猜都好，其實都係要靠兩隻翼突破嘅。最尾其實都係要係啊，但係要更加你肯用嘅波，你要有嗰個耐性。其實你等嗰個空位出嚟，你都係猜到有嗰個空位出嚟，跟住然之後咁咪可以去入。特登仲係即係 ice 嚟去，係啊，等你一希望你贏。Hello Hugo，Hello Coleman， 你好啊！大家估下今日比數如何？哇 ！Chowdhury 呢球曳啊！唔集中。大家可以睇睇我哋嗰個 YouTube 上面嗰個鐘，係可以對翻你哋條 stream 嗰個鐘，你可以將我哋較快較慢少少啊！
你而家幾耐啊？你而家去到邊個位
？4:14，你見唔見到啊？你見唔到我哋鐘啊 ？YouTube。
哦，我見即係純粹我哋而家呢個隊啊，我去到20幾添而家。去到28、29都已經。
哦。
我睇翻我少少咯。
好。你差遠唔遠？你嗰邊嗰個時間同我呢度。
Seems the way year in year out, doesn't it? There's always that congestion within that sort of upper mid part of the division. One or two teams tend to streak away a degree. Leicester and Ipswich at the moment, but a couple of teams chasing them, putting a bit of a squeeze on. Southampton getting themselves another victory, keeping themselves right in the mix, aren't they? But yeah, it's all quite sedate here at Cardiff City Stadium, isn't it? Early on.
Yeah, you often see that.
Each other out.
Yeah, you often see that over Christmas. Often it's the fourth game, isn't it? It's the game on New Year's Day where they.
今日出翻 Justin 喺左邊，係好感覺上係好過 Cody。Cody 當然佢防守係好啲啦，但係佢真係猜波真係一般。正上場我哋覺得喂，好似唔敢俾佢哋，因為成好多球咧，佢成唔敢俾右邊添，因為佢好慢，佢攞個波攞得唔數啊，佢所成件事咪佢準備動作，跟住攞波需要嘅時間又長，攞完個波又要收正，所有嘢成件事都快，咁我好似做埋咁，竟然即係呢個重點收球反而係 唔係咁夠 level。
可能佢一開始冇預阿達
係咁好，係仲高過佢，
係高過佢。可能一開始係諗住
佢嘅狗
係咁啱人得咁叫佢傷，咁就用達哥，跟住又效果原來咁。
係。哎呀！
反而調翻轉，同樣係中堅法師嘅效果好好多。
係啊，如果 Cody 喺中堅可能好啲，佢做分波嘅咧，佢多啲時間去攞波反而唔好啲。越位啊，大佬！
Perry and G for Cardiff City. Back it goes to big centre half. Mark McGuinness, who was on loan at Sheffield Wednesday last season. There's been a mainstay of their defence this time. The office forward for Cardiff, but Leicester City win it back, and it's Vestergaard who has had the most touches, not only tonight, I think, but certainly statistically in the Championship this season. Harry Winks is not too far behind him. You won't be too surprised that Leicester dominate the possession and touches of the ball and passes this season. Chowdhury just feeding to Daka. Quite a few of these heading off to the African Cup of Nations in January. And it's a bad time in terms of injuries with James Martin. We don't know who is not in the party this evening. We'll obviously ask the boss afterwards. No news on that. A minor problem. He'll be available for New Year's Day. Leicester patiently building again.
Yeah, I think with Iheanacho, there might just be a little jolt for him, a little nudge to say.
哇！輸到瀨嘢啊！佢第一下攞得一支腳咧，啲第二下就會衰嘅。但佢一攞出少少，佢好容易可以轉到難。即係教練教個失咗動作真係冇錯。失盤就最重要。
Maybe he has been nursing something, but anyway, we got confirmation of that at the full time. Was Tom Cannon incidentally on the bench? Dennis Pratt is not on the bench. He also was someone who didn't make the bench against Ipswich on Boxing Day. Really patient stuff from both.
好似美斯冇講。
踢翼。揾空位。唔使攞波。永遠淨係走落嗰個空位嗰度。咁然之後你通常會有多啲時間去做修正呢個。咁當然即係可能你速度要快少少啦，上邊隻，但係即係踢翼嗰個位咧，通常可以彌補到你嗰個 first touch 唔夠好。不應該咁講，翼會有翼嗰種 first touch， 會有啲唔同嘅 first touch， 係啊，即係都係要好噶啦。你 first touch 衰你都係衰。轉得唔錯呢下 ，Stephy， 個過你1打2 ，OK。
Mavididi has won a throw-in. What a game he had. What a goal he scored on Boxing Day against Ipswich. Put them into the lead, and then there was that shout.
Stephy 呢個好就係佢可以 hold 住兩個對手，佢可以引兩對手埋唔甩走個波。呢個技術都幾緊要。你引咗啲人埋嚟就自然人哋會即係隊友會多咗空位。
Bodies at the full-time whistle as if they just lost the game on the final day of the season. It was a draw at their nearest rivals, and I think as time goes on, they will realise that that is a terrific result.
唔好俾大卡，轉個靚邊好波。哎呀，俾大咗。
Looking for Dewsbury Hall, and it goes out for a goal kick.
I was just referring back to the Ipswich game that you were talking about there. I think it's a very decent point, isn't it? But I think it's a good sign that the disappointment, the frustration, despondency was there at the end. One for their efforts on the night, but also the players recognised that 9 points clear of second. What would it have been? My maths is eluding me now. Would it have been 13 points clear of third, possibly?
Well, it was 11. It's been reduced to 8 because Southampton won, and obviously this is Leicester's.
8 now.
90分鐘全球冇咩默契。
You know, what an incentive. I think the players are aware of that.
要啲時間上力啦。
First of all, when you put that effort into a game, you lead for that long and
其實唔容易嘅，即係你作為球員，9日踢3場，你個係啊，你 mentally 個集中力都好困難，唔好話隻腳，都實會有啲失準啊嗰啲。係啊，都會。希望赤龍會好啲啦。
Decent amount of space, Mavadidi in this instance, a minute or so ago, but yeah, there was just a little sort of confusion and stuttering about the pass and the run, the timing of it from Dewsbury Hall. Mavadidi went to play it and didn't, and decided to play it in the end, and then because of that, it made an adjustment and hit it too hard.
半場都應該係0-0㗎咁樣睇落去，因為等到對面攰先可以揾到位打佢。因為佢如果咁樣企嘅話，嗱佢好收晒中間，係冇可能有位喺中間突破到啦。咁亦就要試下佢個人先至可以，要揾到機會去有空位，你去爆佢。如果唔係都係等對手攰。如果佢即係。
And as James Justin said to me before kickoff, it's as much the travelling as anything else. If they're 2 games at King Power, can just go back to their normal bed, can't they? But they've got to stay in hotels, they've got to travel. As you found out, the motorways are not good at the moment.
No, it's testing times, isn't it? It's, they get luxurious travel and accommodation, etc. But you've been put to the test, aren't you, in terms of that, like you say, recovery periods. Get your mind right, but Leicester don't seem to have a problem with that. But a few loose passes early on, but like you say, very forgivable at this stage of proceedings.
Well, there was a really good crowd here on Boxing Day for Cardiff's game against Plymouth, and a Liverpool game. They got the benefit of a crazy own goal, put them 1-0 up, and then they were 2-1 down. Fatawu coming forward on the right hand side.
佢波威啊，靚啊，救到喎，好嘢。
Left-handed, strong arm, got the ball away, and Dewsbury Hall so close to giving Leicester the lead with the first opportunity of the game.
我都多次講過法蘭湖個出波都係好靚，即係唔係淨係好波。哎呀，啲可惜，難得放得開對面。如果再貼地啲可能算頂都好，但係都算係都因為個位越咗嚟，應該越咗嚟，都唔
因為佢向地下定船嗰個停呢，
係都算係用
係個概念係啦。
如果龍門前面打一彈地就更加難㗎，但係可惜就係唔夠低。有一次慢鏡，係啊，變咗一遞手就抖到翻嚟。
Trying to stretch Cardiff, the fullback had to come over and tuck across, left Fatawu in acres of space. He gets the ball delivered diagonally by Vestergaard, picks out with precision. A wonderful cross, Dewsbury Hall running into the box.
Alan 話佢搞啲波好大力，Stephy 追佢，係啊。如果平衡咯，你又唔想交得太後，佢就只盞彈翻後邊，但係交前你又唔可以交得太前。真係可能未入局，未搞得掂啲力水，未踢熟個場。邊？咦啊！你 even 轉邊啲人都逼得好快，你真係好難。
係咁，好正常。你係嗰幾個情況去。會加速咁，係逼波㗎啦。第一就係你 heavy touch， 第二就係個波喺空中，係，就係呢兩個情況係最
個靚波，4分鐘眼得唔得？好。哇！哦，靚波嚟㗎，真係。我哋左路進攻。1打3唔去啦，翻後啦。 冇空位。
Fatawu over on the right-hand side, and Mavadidi finding space on the left-hand side. Good reverse pass there by the Belgian international. Knocked forward by Winks.
唔知轉嗰邊得唔得？哇！咦！哎呀！即刻疏先，即刻疏先，
縮得快，冇錯，肯定攞黃牌。
係啊，差啲喎。William 應該喺嗰邊孖叉緊卡嚟，又攞得波。
我知佢想做，係佢想第一時間攞中間時。
大轉低。Alan 講得好啱，就係大家陣個 first touch 係最大問題。如果佢 first touch 係好啲，佢就係一個勁好多嘅球員啦，已經係。哎，甩啦！咁就翻嚟，佢又走，甩啦！甩啦！交 ！Yes， 靚波！靚波 ，Dewsbury Hall， 1-0。靚波，呢球真係贏個人得。
逼甩
嚇，逼得好。正正就係我哋講要靠逼搶。係啊，啱啊，係啊，冇foul非常好。見到大卡梗係唔俾啊，俾要交啫嘛，
都要俾。
大卡唔好俾大家。
都係啱 ，tap in 嚟。
都係靚，佢係靚位嘅，靚位嚟嘅。
佢唔入我實屌㗎，係咪先？入咗唔屌咯，係唔入我同你講實屌，咁都唔交。
係。好波呢球，阿澤點睇啊？呢
球靚咯，對面防守做得差咯，只可以話。
係。因為我哋逼得好呢球。即係佢一個人攞波，但係我哋兩個人逼佢，即係做到個 trap， 係啊，都係做，當然係。
因為係右路發達戶咁樣移入中路，
佢移入中間係啦，冇錯，揾到個機會去逼佢，因為佢一甩咗個波，變咗佢大家又追翻去後邊，好辛苦嘅啫。但係佢把握到嗰個時間去做一個2對1。嚟 double team 佢，咁都成功逼甩咗。
發達戶真係要留，踢波有路嘅人，
係
又過到人。
不過見埋佢係1號嗰場啫，佢就應該要走。理論上都應該會入選加納隊嘅。都冇理由唔入選。
佢個位係 Kudus
係咪？咁好，唔好踢上去，都好。
佢個位應該係 Kudus，除非加納 Kudus 踢正前，不過可能仲係會用 IU 嘅。
都唔知喎，因為冇乜點睇佢哋啲波，其實要睇下佢選唔選。
好正路都係 Kudus 嘅。
即係好大機會就點都係我哋會冇咗佢嘅啦，1月至2月。
出咗未咧？嗰啲入選嘅未出未。
但係應該近，因為1月中開始嘛，咁理論上1月頭應該要香港城好波，
加拿大都係
上屆佢出局喎，小組賽。
我覺得佢哋係16強。咁如果係16強的話，就唔使換咗去落。都可以叫做
好過冇。分組賽踢到1月尾。
但我哋其實都冇咗幾多球員嚇。
係啊，仲要係全部主力啊 ，Ndidi 啦，係啊，法達胡伊娜組同達卡。最慘我哋傷晒前鋒。
係啊，可能好勁啊。真係唔知。
係啊。真係如果真係要 keep 住呢個 momentum 咧，要諗下買人，要簽人。
但係其他英冠隊多唔多非洲球員？
冇咁多咯，我哋好似係最多頭嗰版。
咁啱我
或者可能其他隊嗰啲都未必俾人 call up 咗。
係，喂啊，得唔得啊？啊，佢醒啊呢球！佢可能覺得好難攻喎，係有速性線過去，
即係個跳個 timing
係啊，係啊，個波已經係高
發唔到力，
係啊係。
On his left foot, his favoured foot, but he's on the move, he's on the run, and it's a little dink chipped cross that he's provided a couple of occasions. And can't, you know, not a stereotypical, get your foot round it and whip it into an area. So to be very precise.
佢有呢個孫米高嘅習慣，喺度踢個門框。
通常尤其英國冬天咧，好多泥，要第一蹬走。你諗下個地下都唔好靚
啊，嗰個
係啊係啊，係啊，好易啲泥超上個 foot 度。靚啊！
They'll be missed because each of those players individually
本身以為係打卡拎得唔好，想屌原來發大會。
possibly been a little bit underwhelming this campaign when you know what he's capable of.
舉得好 ，nice。喂，咩事啊？打下真係大件事。
Depending on how they progress in the FA Cup, which comes up next weekend. It's Friday today, isn't it? Yes, next weekend. In the FA Cup.
達卡出色啊！
達卡又嚟料啦。
Create something very quiet so far. Carl and Grant.
落腳好波，榮斯。哎呀，
你已經知道自己 first touch 唔好，諗住第一腳俾嘅，點知都係俾得。
真係好難搞。
第一腳俾都計 first touch 嘅，對自己一樣唔好應該。
最大問題係佢 first touch 唔好之後，第二樣就係交波唔好啊嘛，真係難搞。哇！哎呀，俾人捉，俾人捕到啊！好醒啊！對面啱啱我你要逼上嚟先，咁仲唔好？多啲空位，成個防線前咗幾多？你睇佢哋。我唔係中場，點樣打爆？點樣打破？都係要靠高防。中間啊，冇可能穿到中間。佢呢5個打橫企咗。
Go 2-0 and just give themselves breathing space so that there is no lottery at the end.
哎呀，idea，goalkeeper Jack。佢想跣俾後面嘅 Stephy， 係想跣俾 Stephy， 係啊，跣到就正啦，佢就空晒啦。
1-0 has been a dodgy scoreline for a number of teams down through the years. They need a second goal, and they're on top at the moment. This is Mavadidi. Did he keep the ball from going out of play? Well, he did.
Wow, yeah.
I think a lot of people they're still questioning that decision, but it's a throw in anyway to Cardiff City. Despite that,
I think it's more the fact that Mavadidi was about a yard and a half off the pitch himself. The way he turned, his arms was spread out wide, and I think the ball was still in the field of play. Certainly the assistant referee thought so, but yeah, it's a little bit of a teaser.
哇！卡迪夫好似都冇乜攞個波落踢，攞唔到個波，佢就係跑多過咩喎？佢哋真係，因為攞唔到。應該少咗2成喎，其實上佢哋
個實力上有差距咯。佢哋首先第一樣嘢，佢哋個 approach 就係企好防守嘅位置先。So far 其實我覺得佢哋嘅防守嗰部分係好 discipline， 係佢失波都唔係什麼嗰度出咩事，係佢攞到個波嚟踢，佢攞到個波嚟踢咪出事咯。
係唔慣，係啊，唔知點算反。
佢攞到個波嚟踢嗰一下，佢攞得唔好，佢嘅氣技術含量唔夠高，俾人逼咗就出事啦。但係如果你叫佢就咁陣地去咁企喺度，你見唔到佢有任何出錯。
This is James Justin on the halfway line.
不過就慘咧，佢藍絲傷咗，
A long passage of play there while Matt was
就差好遠，
possession for Leicester City.
冇一個可以冇個波。
Cross and sideways and back a little bit, forward a little bit, but they're still on the halfway line, and they're just seeing if Cardiff want to take the bait, want to come out and leave some spaces behind as Vestergaard feeds it.
哎呀，有得啦，大家！
to control it once more. Yeah, again.
好難啊！嗰啲咁細空間，你叫佢咩嘢？你第一倍空間你都預佢得啦，係咪先？仲要係咁細空間。
Leicester have it again. They're short of options, really, Leicester at the moment, aren't they? That's why, you know, with Vardy out and Iheanacho out, you're expecting to see a bit of Tom Cannon, particularly maybe ahead of January, where he's going to become a...
係冇辦法，係要靠呢啲。
Yeah, I think just first of all, the bowler. I think part of the reason he stopped was he knew who he was up against there. James Justin in a foot race, didn't fancy his chances. Bowler, no slouch, but he's more a technical player, isn't he? He sort of swerves and skims his way past players. Yeah, but Daka, isn't that? I've spoken about him a few times over recent weeks. So I haven't got a problem with him in the Championship. You know, he doesn't feature too much in general play. You put him in front of goal, he's as good as anyone, especially in this division. But it can't be ignored. His hold-up play does need to improve.
This is Chowdhury. He's feeding it infield to Vestergaard. Fast, going long, looking for Fatawu over on that far side. Ndidi tidies up for Leicester City, building patiently once more, leading by this goal from Dewsbury Hall. Hoping to, well, who knows what will happen tonight, whether they'll extend the lead or whatever, but Ipswich are at home to Queen's Park Rangers. You would fancy that they would win that game. 2 balls on the pitch at the moment, and the ref blows up, and we'll have to sort this confusion out.
Oh, I think there was at one stage there was 2 balls on the pitch. Hermanson has gone behind the goal line.
冇位，我哋不如嚟競猜今場波，睇下佢俾人換出之前，佢可以控到嘅一球波。
我諗都係3球以下嘅啫。
開細，
根據過往經驗。即係相反 ，first touch 好嘅表表姐喺度波就係大球同埋啊 Dewsbury Hall， 呢兩個都係 first touch 好嘅，就會差好遠。對於踢呢啲咁樣。 即係 even 連 Tielemans first touch 都好差嘅。Tielemans 就係如果佢 first touch 好，又係一個好多。
An hour before kick-off, couple of hours before kick-off, it was really heavy rain, but it's nice and clear now. The threat of storm overnight, maybe.
即係榮賢斯嘅 first touch 好過佢一倍，我睇到先一倍。
Hoping to go back with the 3 points in their back pocket. Still plenty of work to do here, though. They lead by goal to nil as we approach the half-hour mark.
但係 first touch 呢樣嘢唔係應該練就 OK 嘅，
都唔係，
定係有天
練係可以有提升，但係你本身個球感
由細練到大咯，
由細到大係你個球感佢哋去到呢個 stage 好難有好大嘅突破。
嗯。
或者即係美斯咁9歲已經好勁嘅時候，你同樣係9歲，你點樣去練，你都去唔到佢嘅咧。都要有啲
大卡別唔到美斯。
係啊。靚！哎呀，爭少少。
Cardiff, yeah, they scored most of their goals, or a lot of their goals from set plays this season. They've scored more than anyone from set plays in the Championship.
馬列斯咧，馬列斯絕對係啦，
係嘅。
馬列斯 even 去到曼城都差唔多係 first touch 最好嗰個就係咁，所以一定係
都係都啱。
Or even get the centre halves forward.
No, they're too preoccupied
with
Leicester really, and
forgotten
to play themselves.
Frustration from Enzo Maresca there, just unhappy with what he saw over on the far side of the pitch.
馬列斯，你記得佢有幾球入波前都係直接空中黐個腳落地，之後再黐住波，或者直接高空咁樣直接彈俾華啲去跑。
係，但我覺得法達湖都有潛質可以做到有翻咁上下嘅，我覺得未必會差馬列斯好遠。 靚啊呢球，哎呀爭少少，
打卡做得好，
係啊呢球有打卡，
打卡嚟㗎，第一時間嘅左腳彈
係。
嗱，當佢做好咗一球嚟嘅，誒頭先個競猜佢而家第一球
算係咁樣，係啲人。
Particularly in the second half, they've got some attacking players on the bench, got some attacking players out on the pitch, but we haven't seen too much of them so far. Towards one of them, Josh Bowler, but James Justin has time to just feint to head it and let the ball go out for a throw in to his side. He has the ball at the moment, gives it back to goalkeeper Mads Hermansen.
放遠啲啊要。
Game he's missed this season in the championship.
人逼啦，人哋逼啦，人哋逼啊！做唔做都靠呢啲啊。
A quad injury at the start of the season. Has been ever-present since.
哎呀，達卡！最大問題係達卡。
我都好期待個波，見到佢去緊佢個位。
Play there by Leicester, and it's got the crowd going as well. Over on the far side, Cardiff City come again.
講真，你達卡茲咁樣，咁馬利斯亞就唔好要佢落嚟幫手傳
但
波啦。
即係可能阿 Cannon 又未夠班。
唔係咁戰術上，雖然達卡唔落嚟，可能就根本搏唔到腳。
係啊，唔夠人㗎。
你揾啲翼落嚟都好過達卡咁樣。
其實有落嚟嗰啲亦都係一齊要落嚟幫頭先嗰個情況，人哋逼嘅時候。但係交俾大家都係啱嘅，
嗰個位係俾佢，
係要俾佢嘅都。
達卡咁講，佢 execute
係啊，
我見到佢想換嗰個路線，佢個想法其實都係正確，但係佢 execute 唔到佢想做嘅嘢，佢俾歪咗，歪晒跑。
It's falling down on him far too regularly, and he actually played Tete in on one occasion just now, which has been Cardiff's biggest threat so far.
Joe Rawls gets the ball out to Collins, the fullback.
好波，交住靚鏟。
And there's progress for Cardiff City over on that far side.
但我嘅問題就係，既然知達卡嘅 first touch 咁差，咁點解唔直接俾佢喺前場跑？個戰術真係咁需要一個前鋒落嚟。
因為當人哋一個對一個懟晒嘅時候，就要靠個前鋒落嚟去俾多個 option 我哋去猜波。呢個就係個 idea。
唔係嗰個前鋒落嚟攞波嘅時候，其實你計埋個前鋒。我哋 primary 嘅進攻球員其實有5個嘅，有2隻翼同埋有2隻假嘅翼嘅，係啊。個前鋒落咗嚟，佢其中有一個作用，佢除咗猜波之外，佢換咗腳其實係將 angle 嗰個中堅去拉出嚟，去陪佢一齊走落去啊嘛。
係啊。
當個中堅嗰個位佢現出嚟嘅時候，其實就係 create 緊嗰個後邊個空間，俾另外嗰4個進攻球員去走落去嗰個空位嗰度。冇錯。所以點解前鋒落嚟攞波係咁重要就係咁解。
Waving his arms as if to say, "Come on, we need to get further forward. We need to put a press on." Tete was on his own there, and Wintle went to try and help him, but it's not really cohesive at the moment from a Cardiff City point of view. They're just sitting in, trailing by a goal to 0, hoping things don't get worse before half-time.
Yeah, it's pretty much that, isn't it? I mean, sometimes you're employed to do a certain job, play a role, but
Winks
nice.
Forward and Mavididi
on
his heels there, and he will
出界
runs it out of play for a throw into Leicester City. Midway inside the Cardiff City half, left-hand side.
佢嗰度都俾人攻到好夾，揾到個位夾可以出。
平時係啱個人係錯，
係冇錯。即係頭先，即係如果中堅唔隊就佢自己轉身，係咪？中堅隊後邊就有空位，呢個係好即係好基本踢波。
用佢但唔俾。
係靚，
搞掂！呢個波係做得好好嘅，係啊，
彈高咗我啫。 啱啊，拉散晒啲
係啊，
就
係用佢，但係唔好俾佢。
係啊，啱啊。哎呀！
To good effect for Leicester City. Yeah, Enzo Maresca on this near touchline. His face.
沙特湖喺接應啲傳送 cross 方面嘅處理要有進步空間。因為我上次對逆食住佢有2次都做得係，第一次就攞得衰，第二次諗住唔攞射又射得衰。呢個可能呢個球其實可唔可以即係 expect 得好少少咧？佢頭先
即係佢 anticipate 咗。
係啦，佢其實佢有時間，
我諗佢係點解會應該係佢唔知道中間會唔會頂到係。我諗佢預唔到嘅係佢預唔到中間究竟會唔會頂到，但係佢要讚嗰樣嘢就係佢選擇咗 gamble， 係佢 all the way 入晒佢，一定係佢入晒佢，但係中間嗰度即係都有跳。但係頂唔頂到佢可能嗰個 split second 佢就咁啊 react 前係再加上佢唔高佢高就變相嗰個波去到佢嗰度就好似好論盡好嘢咁樣。如果佢可能高到5 cm 都可能係會有少少唔同嘅 outcome。
我諗緊佢其實可唔可以淨係腳攞嚟添？
咁佢就要嗰個入去個 timing
要再做多少少，
係再做多少少，佢要預判個落點要再準啲。
Alan 話考慮買緊，買呢件係黃色作客，係啊，其實呢件黑色就特別啲，因為佢係即係歷史，即係我哋啱啱第一即係創會嗰陣時着嘅一件波衫嘅顏色，咁所以呢件係有啲即係我哋 Leicester 特色咯。咁而橙色件就純粹係一件橙色嘅波衫，就如果要揀一件就會揀翻黑色。同埋佢呢個藍邊係做得幾靚，我覺得，即係呢個嗰啲 trim 係做得幾靚，襯得唔錯。
顏色可以當自己買咗狼隊咧。
買咩 ？sorry，
可以當自己買咗狼隊咧，一模一
樣。狼隊咯，即係好似印埋 Cody 就啱啦。狼隊球員。
It is some achievement to not only get promoted from the championship, but to
今季人邊個咧
table as well, because it is a long season. 46 matches will be more than Leicester played in the whole of last season in league and cup.
Steffi 唔錯嘅，因為啱啱開季嗰時買我未睇 Steffi 踢啦，咁我就買咗達和榮斯同埋 Jules 3個。咁踢落其實Steffi 都踢得好嘅，我要換喎對面。係。
但係呢個對 Steffi 係咪長期留隊嘅信心冇榮斯咁大？講真。
咁好難講，榮斯都可以走，如果有人出價，好難講。但長期睇點睇咯？你留1、2季都算係咁樣，都算好。
起碼2、3季啦，我覺得。
A bit quiet in the game with that injury, and too many chances has to be said. That period, didn't they, Leicester, before and after the
有一件長袖貪平，當時印咗 Demarai Gray， 而家都有啲唔開心。
貪平。而家官網係咪全部一樣啊？嗰啲即係你有咩名都係一個同一價錢好似。如果冇記錯。好似係，
起碼上季或者唔知前季係咯，所以 Dewsbury Hall 個個都印 Dewsbury Hall。
係啊 ，Dewsbury Hall 就好抵啦，因為你一樣價錢㗎嘛。
係。
哎呀，危險 Ross， 好多人啊！哇，好波！Alan 講得啱 ，Steffi 射術係近排係有進步。頭幾場我哋係咁話，你唔好射波啦，真係。
其實好公道咁講，好大驚喜嘅。
係，
我記得一開始啱啱買翻嚟嘅時候咧，你問我呢個球。嗰陣時我仲記得我同你講， 跑得好快咯，
係
一個跑得好快嘅黑人。跟住除此之外，當其時我對佢嘅認知係冇咩好特別，除咗佢跑得好快之外，但係有驚喜有意外，就係因為佢用波其實幾定當，同埋見到佢好似好明顯大家咁樣，佢射術係真係 keep 住，你見到嗰個進步。
係啊，啲頭幾場我都話，我淨叫佢唔好射波，我睇得出佢係即係技術好啦，hold 個波唔錯咁樣，但係射術係真係頭幾場係唔掂，係真係之後幾場先至開始好翻。可能自從對 QPR 嗰場即係散咗人入之後，就開始順啦。佢同 Harvey Barnes 比覺得點樣？
我其實如果嚟到今日，我去睇，其實我覺得佢嗰個司令係高過 Harvey。
係。
Harvey Barnes 其實係個突破能力係偏低，
係啊，佢唔係一個扭波嘅球員，佢係一個速度嘅，知啊。哎呀，
佢嗰同埋 Harvey Barnes 嗰種速度係硬爆嘅嗰種速度，佢瘋狂入去撞係仲硬爆，
即係佢係要有空間先睇到咯。但係 Stephy 就可以喺冇乜空間底下都做到啲嘢。
所以如果以即係譬如 Stephy 嗰個踢法，佢喺大會啊，應該咁講，佢喺大會一啲喺主控波，即係點解講大會就係通常大會主控球啊嘛，去做破密集嘅情況底下咧，佢都會有佢嘅發揮空間。但係如果調翻轉你睇 Harvey Barnes 呢個類型嘅球員咧，佢喺一個主控球嘅球隊咧，佢嘅發揮空間其實比較少，
都係靠只係佢 finish 嗰一下咯，可能只係。哇，出咗幾靚球，對手，喂，foul 呢球手爭啊！巴達會佢都痛啊，俾人㗎。
Moved a great deal at the moment, but just rolling onto his back. Hopefully, he'll be bounced up really quickly there.
He's made of rubber, that man. He bounces around everywhere, off players, off the ground. He did well actually, but it's because he jumps quite unorthodox.
都其實總結就係 Stephy 未必差過 Harvey Barnes。
而家呢個 moment 佢
都未必差過。
係啊，其實我都已經未必差過佢。唯一即係可能挑剔就係，咁始終而家踢緊英冠，即係我哋睇到嘅嘢
有挑戰。
係啦，即係可唔可以去咁直接去比較到可能會有偏差唔出奇，但係撇除嗰樣嘢去睇，就咁睇落，其實未必俾佢即係俾 Barnes 比下去，係啊，未必差過 Barnes。緊要啊！呢條好緊要啊！究竟對面逼嘅時候，我哋出唔出到嚟？出到。
喂，我覺得個類型就比較似麥卡，for example 麥卡迪亞同埋。
佢又會好過麥卡迪亞嘅，佢個突破會好過麥卡迪亞少少。麥卡迪亞就係冇信心嘅時候，佢就係咁交口。
因為 Barnes 嗰個佢嗰個點講，佢個 determination 會比麥卡迪亞高，即係佢因為 Barnes 係佢決定咗佢咁做，佢就會咁做，佢力量好啊嘛，同埋佢力量好，佢決定咗佢咁樣，佢會衝到好多嘢翻嚟嘅，係麥卡迪亞好似你咁講，佢冇咁果斷嘅嗰啲波。同埋因為佢嗰個技術又再曳啲啊，佢嗰啲 touch 係曳，
搏到 foul 大卡算唔算好啊？算唔算？
唔係佢 touch 都好啦，搏到 foul 啦，
搏到 foul。啱係啊！喂靚，聰明，俾啊！靚，左腳帶入去射得唔得啊？唔好啦，唔好
出個急勁嘅都得，
出翻嚟先，後邊 Justin。
And this is James Justin, left-hand side. Harry Winks, Justin again. Dewsbury Hall, back to Harry Winks. 10-15 yards inside the Cardiff City half. Left-hand side. Winks again. Vestergaard. It's walking football at the moment. Leicester City across the halfway line. It goes to Fass, who then picks out Mandy. Can he inject some pace into this attack? Up to Dewsbury Hall.
即當密集時候，即係呢啲咁樣嘅 cross field 波係好緊要，一定係不斷喺度練，如果咪突破。
嗱，我哋即又用先個比較去嘅，啱啱個 cross field 波，如果係俾Barnes，佢未必攞得咁熟。
係啊，first touch 係咪 Stephy 係真係
你睇下。啱啱嗰個係幾 smooth 嘅波，Barnes 佢未必係咁樣攞，
可能彈起少少啦，再攞第二下先
要修正可能。
Barnes 嘅第一個 反應一定係直接彈前，
係想諗佢點樣衝去咯，係啊，冇錯。
係啊，
佢而家今季咁樣傷完咧，佢出翻嚟喺紐卡素佢都未必咁會攞到正選。
睇下佢哋傷幾多個？
係啊，要睇即係佢暫時應該都係喺紐卡素做一個 rotation 嘅 option。
咁一向都係嘅，佢願意買嗰批都係攞嚟即係做 squad player。
原本可能以前嚟可能佢同哥頓嗰個替換會密啲啊。但係而家佢咁樣傷咗，當然呢度都好冇彩啦，係咪先？咁樣傷完，跟住哥頓又好似幾 fit 之後咧，我就覺得咁可能對佢個機會係進一步抹殺。
係。
Comfortable enough, yes, they double that scoreline and it looks a whole lot safer, doesn't it? But he
Evan 紐卡素仲用哥頓多，佢哋係傷到得哥頓可以用嘅，應該係
傷到哥頓其實 keep 住都有傷嘅哥頓，不過都要用
佢啫。但係的確好似阿軒話齋，真係哥頓睇落係真係好啲嘅，
有進步，
係啦，
有進步，亦都係明顯，
係啦。咁呢都同我一開始個預期一樣，係純粹係因為紐卡素需要多一個戰線，所以佢要揾一啲 squad player 嚟踢。
原本佢會有絕對會有佢機會啫，譬如佢可能好 consistent 嗰啲70分鐘、80分鐘會出嚟啊嗰啲咧，而家就當然因為受傷就冇呢個機會啦。
好，林明祥輸咗角球啊！又係散到人，今次唔係彈入啦。好，守好呢一球就應該差唔多啦。
佢加4喎，仲有機會。打機嘅。
可以解圍，
可以 OK。
散出嚟先。
But not into the penalty area. It does now go towards the penalty area. Comes off a Tete, I think the Cardiff centre forward. It does. He was knocking it out of play for a throw in.
對面好多時嘅戰術都係搏大霧，掉咗個區先。幾次對手都係咁樣做。
Hugo 都覺得啱，班喺有啲情況底下都係邊度食。
哎呀，危險靚波，算唔算啊？好彩啫，呢下嚟滴滴，哇出腳
！The angle wasn't great, but it was wide and didn't even hit the side netting in the end.
呢球
in this first period, but they're flashing a few warning signals. Just initially it was.
哦，即係呢球如果英超成咗就唔輸。都有機會嘅，係真係處理差少。
呢球如果比着而家好 fit 嘅黃喜燦就應該入咗，佢滴滴滴咁樣過晒你啲人，跟住入咗嘅。
好，半場1-0。
睇埋其他比賽。
好啊，睇睇其他比賽嘅戰果先，有幾場都仲係0-0喎。咁啊，有入波㗎啦 ，Coventry 就同史雲斯1-1，咁就繼續喺中下游嘅位置啦，冇變啦。咁就侯城對布力般就2-2，侯城爭緊一個升班附加賽嘅位置啊。布力般就沉淪咗一排啊，咁啊。留喺第15位，米和爾領先緊諾域治1-0喎，同樣係中游嘅對決啦。石洲三贏緊普雷斯頓喎，普雷斯頓上場咁辛苦贏咗個列斯聯，跟住而家落後俾石洲三，你都幾慘喎真係。咁啊，石洲三仲係喺尾二。普雷斯頓就真係可惜喎，如果咁樣 咁樣輸翻，又冇咗個氣勢啦。咁啊，最後就係屈福特同史篤城暫時1-1。咁同我哋有關係嘅兩場啦，第一場就係頭場嘅修咸頓贏咗普利茅夫2-1啦已經。咁另外尾場都要注意就係列斯聯暫時對緊西布朗，暫時係0-0嘅。好，陣間我哋會嘗試聯絡喺現場嘅 William 睇下佢有啲咩講啊。
同埋仲有場葉少域治0-0 QPR 啊，而家一樣係
好，都係重要。
Lamia is the belief that perfection lies within the details, where the finest ingredients deserve the finest craftsmanship.
我葉少志都未贏 QPR 喎，主場。開頭係幾好啊！正頭幾個禮拜大家都係睇住佢會唔會可以輸下波咁樣咧，因為同我哋逼得好緊噶嘛。開頭嗰幾個禮拜，但係之後就開始得啦，我都知道。係咁噶啦，好多變化就係喺一季裏邊，
即係你就係要 keep 到。咁而家蘇花真係 keep 到。咪就係我哋葉少志係啊，然之後你見到殺翻上嚟修咸頓，咪就係佢哋有佢哋嘅水準喺度，所以佢哋可以翻去一個叫做屬於佢哋嘅位置。係，即係佢哋英冠亦都好少有即係好似我哋咁樣一開始就大先咁多，其實好少，通常都好緊湊嘅。咁所以開始嗰時都話你開頭同我哋爭幾隊，都唔係係啊，去到季中季尾都唔係嗰幾隊嘅，即係。Preston 走咗啦，即係開季其實列斯聯同修咸頓都衰過一排，係啊，即係都係會唔同晒嘅。去季初、季中同季尾，我諗季中去到季尾都仲會有啲變化啲，即係我諗尤其是就係好多時候咧，去到季尾嗰10場咧，突然間就會有一隊就會湧上去，忽然之間踢 play-off 係啊，踢 play-off 係好常見。咁亦都而家睇到第5至第12位咁樣，14位都好緊湊，都係差3分。所以第6至第14位都仲係差3分暫時。即係一兩個 win 就已經可以好大嘅變化。所以英冠就好睇就係咁樣，就係你好難去估，冇得估。
Breathing new life into broken. Taking matters into your own hands.
有冇睇下西部4個場嘅第一半場？
Big dreams.
From the small things.
Never stopping until you find the right part at the right price. That's the eBay way.
Hello, football fans. This is a smart meter display. It helps you tackle energy usage, manage your spending, and keep you on target. Now that's a hat trick. Search Get a Smart Meter today.
Jameson Black Barrel unlocks a richer taste experience from barrels charred black by fire for notes of butterscotch, toasted oak, and ooh, moments like this.
Half time, Cardiff 0.
咩年會停3場？咩年？
Will be on the way.
應該係3場。
A number of games today, full program in the championship, so lots of games going on around the division. The first game's already finished. Southampton 2, Plymouth 1, so Southampton in third, moved to within 2 points of second.
Peter 話今場冇咗 Hurst， 係啊，上場傷咗，我哋有睇啊都。但係今日佢哋個勢又好似 QPR 都同佢哋均勢喎。雖然冇睇嗰場波，但係睇啲數據啦，真係 OK 真係。呢個出 not 係啊，正常，因為冇新聞
新聞冇最近我哋冇出 Dan James
哦，冇出，
因為我見到我企咗喺右邊。
係冇出 James。
Cardiff defending in a 4-5-1, very deep, trying to close down the central space. And what I really like is the relationships between Ndidi and Fatawu on the right side, as well as Dewsbury Hall and Malvididi on the left side. Because I think with a front five, basically, that Leicester is playing, it gives you a lot of possibilities for a switch ball to find the wide players. And Dewsbury Hall almost scored with the head. I thought, please.
好多列斯啲球覺得咩嘢係唔得。
真係唔係好得啊！的而且確算係咁啦，我覺得
尤其是喺英冠嚟講，英超的確係差啲。但係佢英冠
咁啊冇用啦，係咪先？你諗下列斯聯呢隊波，佢嘅 vision， 佢 ultimately 佢都係上緊英超，係咪先？咁就即係好明顯，即係要用英超嗰把尺去量度佢啦。係，即係佢唔得啦。
但係好多人要 sell 啲目標，
因為佢仲後生，可以買到錢啊嘛。係。我都啱啱先睇到Alan 話 Stephy 到時就希望可以買到40-50咧。
咁啊要簽翻份新約先要幫佢。
唔係，我如果踢得好啊，即係當我哋升班踢得好咧，嗌多啲添。係咪先？即嗱，我諗如果你可以踢到好似賓福特。Brian Burma 嗰個水準，你嗌到50M 都仲得，即係你當然好似你咁講，要簽翻份新約先啦。係列斯聯都係暫時控制戰局啦，就咁睇咗幾分鐘。60% possession。哇！有冇要位？哇！黐得幾靚！哇！自己跌嘅，自己跌講乜嘢？掹一掹可能有嘅，但係列斯聯45腳都係落地落。啊！睇列斯聯嗰場趁而家未開波，我哋。哇！哇！黐線！有冇牌啊
？Bowler then starts getting involved with the physical side of the game, and they started causing Leicester a few problems. But as of yet, we just haven't been able to hit the target or anything like that.
Yeah, Matt very much picked up on commentary and saying how
你又不能夠話佢攞得唔好喎，其實佢咁樣衝緊上去又黐到落嚟，但係你黐到落嚟變相個波又會好貼腳，係好難，係絕對係啦。
Obviously, it's very important because it relieves a little bit the pressure. Meanwhile, I have not seen too much pressure throughout the first 45 from Cardiff itself. I've also
差唔多睇翻嗰邊。
passes, but I also want to give him credit. For example, in the last game when Malvididi scored the goal, he was the one who dropped in to support, to connect the game, turned, found Malvididi on the far side. So it's one of them when obviously strikers are being are not so much in the game, they're being charged up on how many goals does he score, but I think the work rate that he shows where the first goal was from a pressing situation, that's usually undervalued or is not as visual as everybody would like to have it with strikers scoring goals, but the work rate is spot on, and I hope they can keep it for the second half as well.
Yeah, you mentioned that Dewsbury Hall chance early on in the game. He didn't have to wait long before he did find the net. So let's have a little look at the goal itself. And as Christian said, it came from an incredible bit of pressure.
And again, Fatawu integral again. I think he probably enjoys defending or closing down more than he does attacking. You know, he's put the first chance for Dewsbury Hall on a plate, and then his closing down's fantastic here. Nicks the ball cleanly, and it falls into the path. I don't know if that goes down as an assist or not, but I would definitely give him an assist here. Look at that, fantastic. So it just drops into his path, and, you know, lovely, neat footwork from Dewsbury Hall, and then he just gets it.
佢真係唔錯入行，佢選擇1打2啊，
係
計埋佢選擇1打3，佢都唔交俾一個 wide open 側邊。
佢冇望喎，佢之前冇望，我懷佢知道有先。
真係好彩入，如果唔係真係會鬧我講真係。佢選擇1打3，係。
And sometimes that happens. You just need one player in your team to give you a little spark and just go right. We need to just lift it another 5%. You know, because listen, players, you can forgive players at times. You know, in games where they just need a little breather, or they might not be able to get up to the pace of the game as quickly as some of the other players in the team. I'm talking from experience, of course. And so when you see that little spark from one of your teammates, all right, okay.
咁啊，大家覺得半場嚟講，暫時，等先啊，而家 William 打過嚟啦。喂，
喂 ，hello， 大家。
喂 ，live 直播緊啊！而家 William 喺卡迪夫城嘅球場，係咁啊！上半場情況如何啊？
撳住你，即係我哋係優勢嘅。你見我哋真係基本上都係控制戰局，咁但係前場你話都係有少少失誤啦，例如達卡有好多啲甩腳啦，你有對方會打咗一啲小型嘅反攻啦。都要讚下發達湖嗰球嘅，接住我啦。咁另外就係。對面其實真係好難做，其實你見到都冇咗好多啲主力，例如艾朗藍斯嗰啲之後，真係好差。場嘅氣氛其實我哋成場上半場都係我哋啲球迷喺度叫喊啊咁嗰啲，咁所以希望我2比0波打中啦嚇。
好啊，好，有冇補充？
咁我暫時冇啊，我現場再講，因為我哋呢邊開波啦，我哋要上翻去。
好，唔該晒，拜拜。
好，拜拜。
好，咁啊，唔該晒 William 喺卡迪夫城嘅現場報導。好啦，咁咧下半場亦都準備開始啦。當然我哋同時都會留意住隔離葉少域治同埋列斯聯嘅戰況係如何嘅。哇！列斯聯如果呢場贏唔到咧，同修咸頓差5分㗎咯喎，佢突然間又聽，即係嗰陣時明逼得好緊㗎嘛，贏咗葉少治之後，突然間衰2場又差好遠。不過當然啱啱上半場啦，就嗰邊就仲有好多時間，可以好多變化出現。
I don't think they change the game plan whatsoever. Well, I know they won't. They're in complete control of the game.
咁啊，都希望 QPR 頂到啦。換咗個教練之後，係有啲氣息嘅 QPR， 係好翻少少嘅佢哋個戰績。因為之前的確已經衰到無可再衰嘅，都好難唔進步翻嘅。講真又，我曾經連贏3場嘅，不過近排又連輸3場。即係你開頭係衰到咁樣噶嘛，咁佢換完教練真係好翻少少嘅，即係 new manager 個 bounce 係有喺度，咁但係近3場又輸波，係啊，伯明翰 new manager 係一個跌咗落去 ，new manager 跌係啊。
Well, might be, but I'm sure that Leicester will start the second half the way they finished the first period and try to be focused on the task ahead and hopefully get to 3 points.
Well, we now have an opposition, Cardiff, back on the field. Let's see how this second half goes.
球員已經出場啦。
Commentary team of Guy Havard and Matt Elliott.
Thank you very much. Yes, Cardiff City are now out on the pitch. It's just over 5 years since Leicester were last here at this stadium. Damari Gray scored. That, of course, was in a Premier League victory. Wales is a destination that they've already been to this season, a win at Swansea back in October. And of course, there was a time when the EFL season ended in Wales, here in Cardiff.
阿澤有冇食過麵啊？半場落過麵食啊？
係喎，今日冇食。
冇啊，發覺
頂到啊！
你個面嘅話太肥啊，應該仲有45分鐘我瞓覺。
深夜睇波係咁噶啦，
禮拜五晚就冇緊要啦。
係聽日唔使開工係咪應該？
唔使。
係咁好啲。哎集中啊，大佬！好波 ，Charger。邊個入波？西布入波先喎，1-0喎，領先緊列斯聯喎。好波。好，喂，買翻少少。卡迪夫下半場下一球。係卡迪夫。始終作客波好難講，未必咁容易。Back at the start of December, the home form hasn't been great in recent times for the Welsh side. Just one win in the last 5, and they've given the ball away to Mavadidi over on that far side. It'll be a throw into Leicester City. 唔明點解 Charger 有長約？呢個我可以解釋到點解嘅，因為你要有一啲球員咧係有一啲質素嘅，而佢係肯去坐後備嘅。咁呢啲球員就唔係咁容易揾，係咪？即係如果你要一啲好過佢嘅球員，佢會唔會肯去咁樣只係輪換咁踢咧？即係可能踢一半嘅比賽咧，係咪？咁唔係咁容易揾嘅。咁佢又係肯咁樣做嘅。咁佢質素當然冇好高，但係又唔係差喎。佢有佢嘅用處。咁所以咧，球會選擇係俾約佢。有啲矛呢球，係可以理解嘅。係啦，呢球要黃牌啊！啱。係啊，係 home run 係。執啊！呢球啲。
同埋 Charger 青訓出身都多過青訓，
即係亦都會令到佢會肯留低多啲，就算 even 佢唔係太有得踢嘅時候。哇！即係其實呢個情況就係你其實任何一個位都會有啲咁樣嘅情況，譬如即係 even 龍門都係㗎，有冇龍門肯去踢後備咧？尤其是龍門係更加好少出場啦，係咪先？要揾一個肯踢後備而質素又唔可以太差嘅人，咁呢個其實係好考功夫嘅，其實對於球會嚟講。
而家嗰個 trend 好興就係質素唔太差嘅，做呢個即係。跟住3個門將咧，通常係個經驗好老道嘅，係都踢到係足球生涯晚年，咁上下嗰啲咧就喺你球隊做3個門將，好興嘅。
我知有啲 agent 專係幫呢啲球員去揾球會踢添嘅。
即係多年嘅舒華沙咁樣。
係啊，舒華沙啊，或者近而家嘅卡神啊嗰啲咁樣。好波！但係
上季都係 Alex
Smith 係。
好似都冇出過嘛 ，Smith
冇，但係佢當打嘅時候，其實當年佢喺即係英格蘭佢算係一個門將，即有潛質嘅門將。當時係當年係有叫做被 spotlight 過咁嘅都。
不過始終都係英冠水平係。Next team to score.
而家更加唔知點算啦，成5個門將喺度，
點都要1月賣走啲噶啦，因為係咁蝕錢啊，大佬。
都冇人要。
即係我哋講，我哋當時8月個轉會窗太忙，哇咁都翻嚟，太忙啊！我諗係揾唔到啲 deals 俾幾位門將去走，係有啲可惜。即係對佢哋嚟講又可惜啦，對我哋嚟講亦都可惜啦。喂，法師，真係嚟啊！法師又嚟了啦，開始。
卡爾下都想害佢咁。
係啊，
佢交咗俾佢，但係想害佢啊。
發達嗰啲人。個後腳撩翻嚟，要交到真係黐線啊！如果嗰球，不過好難嘅入撩得翻嚟。舒米高就唔好啦，舒米高唔好再嘥人工，唔好嘥人工啊！
幾時
嗰球撩到交到都要
睇有冇
先得嘅。
有嘅，佢肯踢英冠實有人要。佢當然都係幫黑特重升班㗎嘛，直出嗰陣時。佢絕對係英冠係有得踢嘅。
咪都要睇有冇邊隊佢喺呢一刻佢有嗰個
實有嘅，即係中下游嘅實有嘅人需要龍門。不過問題就係佢哋傾唔傾掂個價錢呢？講真嘅，佢肯唔肯即係去首先減人工啦，或者
long to buy
係啊嗰啲啦，嗰啲或者企隊肯唔肯俾高啲人工去揾個高少少質素嘅係。做咩啊？左鞋大都可以踢出界嘅。
甩咗隻鞋。
冇錯，佢傷。
冇事，甩隻鞋啫。
甩鞋都可以咁樣抌。佢自己自己走埋一邊，
不過人哋好人咯，
係咯，
球證係覺得唔緊要啦咁樣。
如果我就出去同佢講
點甩嘅咧？其實
係咯，睇唔
係喎，佢自己嘈睇過。佢自己嘈，
唔知咩事咯，係咪唔係啲事？
我又睇唔到人哋有踩甩，我唔知。
哇！好有事，
仲俾翻個波我哋添，幾好啊！
真係好好人喎，真係。
真係好人啊！
我就唔會，我夠踢添，即刻開添，你咪繼續講，喺你嗰邊去添我。哇！咁 nice 卡迪夫。
係咯。
哎呀，俾人逼到啦點解？
因為佢哋好低上去，都覺得佢 deserve 去攞翻呢個波。
係。
Relatively quiet in that first 45 minutes. Didn't have too much to shout about. It was a more raucous game here on Boxing Day against Plymouth Argyle, where they were ahead by a goal to nil, and then were 2-1 down, and then Callum Grant scored another.
有冇球例話個球員一定要着住鞋踢？
應該係有嘅，
係俾你出場，
應該係有嘅，
即係等於嗰啲球證一定要 check 你嗰啲 pad 嗰啲
係。
如果唔係 Justin 可以跛住唔係跛住，即係
冇着鞋咁踢住啊，隔住咁踢。
不過好多球例都係呢10幾年嚟因應住，因為嗰啲好多唔同嘅嘢發生過，跟住之後去跳出嚟。
係都係一定係。
因為嗰陣時點解除衫要俾黃牌？我記得係因為嗰陣時曼聯科蘭
係着唔翻件衫，
係着唔翻件衫。
喂，靚啊！啲球碰晒左邊。
哇！係食得靚啊！呢個位。
喂，大坑扭我左邊啊！
頂你個肺啊！真係。暫時。
唉，推落去啦嘛，大佬。
仲未做到第二腳嘅好波啊！
佢一推翻左邊，知道你做乜推入翻入左邊？
佢順住個勢向嗰邊食，跟住然之後佢右腳噶嘛，仲要
都唔
可以射遠處咯，
都唔使睇下一秒，都知道大嘢。嘥啊！呢個咁靚嘅偷拍波，反而交俾 Jude 我唔知邊個，好似係啲嘥晒佢啲 effort。
Again on the front foot, driving towards the heart of Cardiff's defence. Could have continued, in my book, it's often the best bet, draw the defender, but played it to Daka. Daka looked he made up his mind too late. Again, for me, he didn't have a plan.
Nice.
Before the ball came to him.
轉身，我依下算 OK 啊，攞得。
哇！你仲俾到？點解地波俾個地波幾難呢？呢個位真係唔明。靚 no pass， 切個高，喂靚啊！哎呀，呢啲食喎呢啲，攞翻塊豆腐，靚波，攞一下射。哇！世界波都話要射啊啦，啱啊！真是甜。世界波，
哇！嗰個曲序幾靚啊，
靚啊！
都唔係話真係好大力啫，
佢係啊，佢係射到呢啲嘅。
嗱，對面呢球就真係防守曳啦，其實，因為 Justin 咧嗰個位咧，佢攞咗之後咧， 佢都諗咗好一段時間嘅。哇，出得好靚喎嗰時。跟住當佢罰球咁射啊！係咯，即係我揾大球射一個月。係咯，好啊！係咪先？佢可以射罰球啊，射罰球。First touch 靚係嘛？但係對面咧就係點？埋得出得慢，真係出得好慢，攰啦開始。即係佢唔使修正，你明唔明白？你 first touch 好你先做到第二樣嘢。你 first touch 衰你要教翻啲腳步啊，已經錯晒啦。所以 first touch 係好緊要，氹氣都要講咗好多次。你其他球員練嗰啲 first touch 先啦，真係。即係以前我細踢波都有咁俾人鬧嘅，僆仔嗰陣時練好個 first touch， 攞好個波先做其他嘢啦。哎呀，唔好俾佢過到啊！
And you'd rather that, wouldn't you? You'd rather that. But them being reliant on one or two.
Cardiff get the ball into the penalty area. Leicester just got to be firm here and.
好波！哎呀，蝕低！哎呀，靚波 ！OK， 大家做到第二球，回得靚，誒都 OK， 去唔到去唔到，翻晒嚟啦！阿澤點睇啊？呢球波？
我以為你啱啱睇到啲咩機會添，原來係只不過係歡呼打卡，原來係
係啊！打卡交到個波仲唔使歡呼啊？開緊時間啊，大佬攞香檳㗎啦，
第一時間凌空啊！個波唔係地波添啊，仲要係咪先？好難㗎對佢嚟講。
首先唔係冇導致輸波已經好好先，冇俾人打轉頭，仲要交到喎。因為 Justin 我都之前見過足總杯見佢入咗球靚波啦，對史都城喺個傷之前都知道佢係射到波嘅，所以叫佢喂攞得咁靚就射啦先用，果然射得好靚，一負眾望。
上季都入咗球區遠處左腳咧，又係不過又係入完跟住受傷。上季嗰場對嗰隊邊隊咧？左腳對 Newport 咩？
誒又有機會翻得
係啊，及比靚啊！
哎呀，不過對面都封得靚嘅，封得靚。佢都預咗係你射㗎啦，係啦，如果係你射。呢個又冇可以
係見到佢都係咁 James Hall 拎住個波諗咗一諗，都係唔俾前面嘅打卡。
係，即係唔好嘥大家嘅走位，大佬攰啊嘛。得，輕鬆，靚，我可以散晒對面，嗰個 press 散晒嗰幾下，即係啊，靚，轉個靚邊，呢個差咗少少偏差，喂，通啱佢，前半波搞掂，哎呀，爭啲，好波嚟嘅。好波5讀6，
但對面都散得幾快喎，58啫喎而家。
係，大家都係93賽㗎呢段期間應該就，咁亦都好正常。係啊，個 parry 俾人通坑佢，都好靚，不過對手好波呢球，對手好嘅，
呢個後柱防守嘅，
係啊。
其實我哋都做到即係出波其中一個入波，你出波想入波一個好重要嘅重點就係 overload 咗佢後柱。我係其實喺後柱有2個人嘅。
係，你呢個 Kobe 會唔會同車路士 Kobe 唔關？啱啱冇入。翻大換開角球 ，first touch 靚。
打卡嚟喎，
大卡嚟喎，
係啊，班齊真係唔呢啲嘅。同埋班西啱啱嗰球波，如果我當佢通咗人坑渠啊，佢應該射咗㗎啦，係咪先？點會咁樣出去遠處啊？
佢都有時有通坑渠嘅，其實如果公平啲講，
佢可能會有，但係我覺得佢唔會做之後嗰下咁好咯，佢會 諗過，佢都未必 chok 添啊！佢勁 ban 唔知點樣射咯，係啊。跟住
我中意區遠處嗰啲咯，係咪好中意？
但係佢區遠處係有一手嘅，講真，
係班齊嘅，咪就係靠嗰個 finishing 去攞分嘅。如果你話佢大波嗰啲就真係 Stephy 真係好少少。
好波。
同埋班，我印象不嬲都係容易嘅波就唔入咯，永遠淨係入啲難嘅波。
係。班近 finishing 有進步嘅，比一開始佢啱啱上一隊嘅時候咧，
嗰陣時佢射10球都未入到一球。
係啊，佢真係
成日都好近好近好近，淨係射極都唔入，
淨得爆咯，淨得爆。
但係咁跟住係嘅，個 finishing 係好明顯。
喂，但係嗰啲球咁樣俾啊！
呢球好難咁樣，人哋都遮晒啦，
係咯，你佢揀隊落去。
Very little to do so far as Fast wins the header and gets it up towards
好，
halfway.
攞波嚟卡。
第三球。
第三球開大啊！大家
俾到已經算係3球啦
，3球啊！
交到個波已經
係啦，冇錯。計埋你頭先喺禁區同阿 Didi 想 1-2 嗰球，我俾佢啦，所以呢個第3球。
我哋要求幾低㗎真係，我哋要求已經高唔到，已經低到高唔到啊！哎呀，呢球係咪做乜踩到？
佢特登用空後位控波㗎，大佬。
係咁射喎！
哇，對面都封晒佢遠處，係咁射。
即係當然佢亦都可以選擇定 ban 啦，就係，但係佢選擇一個叫做 control 啲嘅 finish， 其實都係好壞。係啊，即係你起碼唔會你打飛機先啊嘛。
以佢嘅質素嚟講係啱嘅。
如果佢勁 ban 可能打飛機啊。係。
靚轉邊，扯少少，
扯多少少佢扼住咧人哋個位咧，跟住唔頂咧，就後邊嗰個可能
都有係。哎呀，唔知有勤力啊，追翻一失波。
接到，
喂 ，OK。
自己
所以我哋都可以幾 safe 咁嘅 conclude 就係，即係 Stephy 同 Barnes 比係算有個 upgrade 啦，榮斯同 Tielemans 比係有個 upgrade 啦，我都覺得。咁所以呢個都算係
Tielemans 做好 Wings 做嘅，係即係 Wings 會唔會完全做到 Tielemans 做？都可能會有。
唯一差射波個勁射啫嘛。
但係。如果即係喺我哋嘅呢一個 form 咁樣裏邊，其實應該咁講，我哋搶 Tielemans 做呢個位咧，係咁佢唔適合。
我都幾 sure Tielemans 喺度都係有一踢添，
佢唔適合，佢唔係嗰類波球員，
係啊。靚，哇！發燒，喂，發夢。Indeed 都攰啊，開始。
但係如果佢唔踢，即係 Wings 而家踢緊個位，如果你想去做 True Spree Hall 或者 Didi 踢緊個位咧，佢又唔係嗰類球員喎，我又覺得，因為佢嗰個 agility 比較低。
係啊，你會唔會見咁？哎呀，接實OK好波。即係你會見到佢會唔會走喺落底線出？
係啊，佢又唔係嗰類球員喎，所以。佢唔係好啱，
係啊，佢唔會係
佢唔係好啱我哋講真嘅，所以佢走咗，跟住然之後我哋而家用 Wings 叫做 sort of 叫做位換位咁樣去 replace 咗啦，係好事嚟，絕對係。你講得啱，佢喺度佢都攞唔到正選踢，唯一係可能即係我哋呢啲位啊，我哋領先緊，跟住然之後喺後邊想揾個人，可能叫做去再叫做加強個控球啊或者成咧，咁佢可能換出嚟踢10分鐘踢嗰種波咧，係啱。
可能感覺就似而家卡沙迪咁嘅 feel。
卡沙迪嗰個 agility 可能都仲高過佢，
係。不過佢係爭啲火候，
但係個技術上當然係會係個人技術 Tielemans 一定會高過 Cassidy 啦。
都唔高好多咁，
未必一定高好多，但係佢
只不過係可能喺個其實經驗上啊， 即係可行。
點樣用個波 Tielemans 一定會好喎，但係你話嗰個活動嘅範圍，我對 Tielemans 嗰個活動嘅範圍會有啲保留。首先佢已經唔係一個入禁區嘅球員，係啊。如果佢踢嗰兩個中場嗰個位，但係佢入唔入禁區，咁佢已經踢唔到嗰個位嚟。係。啊。
咁樣卡迪夫再係咁傷就冇噶啦喎，個個換出去都係傷出，咁你點搞大佬？難搞喎。好，睇睇其他比賽嘅暫時嘅比數先，暫時葉少哲仍然係0-0啊，列斯聯輸緊1球半場。洛特咸贏緊1-0贏咗新特蘭，估你唔到喎真係。新特蘭真係好過海鮮喎，好海鮮喎真係啲波真係。哇！佢見 QPR 贏啊，我又贏啦咁樣覺得，好睇啲啦係嘛？拉翻近啲。
係。哇！
我諗 Robinson
好嘢，睇到。打少個1-1。Coventry 都贏緊2-1，領先緊小人先2-1。咁即係係啦。後城而家啱啱贏就領先到3-2咧，就拉翻開少少啦，嗰個附加賽位同第7位嗰度。會靚喎！但係卡呢球靚波喎，呢個轉得靚喎，真係呢球有啲質素啦，即係第一球叫做踢得好啲。會靚啊！大咗少少 ，OK，good try，good try。其實佢轉得好就真係人哋係估唔到。喂，我都翻嚟送翻先。喂，呃先一個蘇達，蘇達處理得好先，其實有啲問。
處理得好係佢肯翻轉頭，係即有陣時佢咧，佢頭先其實
後面都俾人逼住咗嘅，
係啊，
所以佢逼住要向前就咁解。
唔係，但係佢平時嗰啲向完前，跟住就有理冇理，成日都喂上啊，上腦咁樣噶嘛，係啊。佢做得好就係佢肯揾一個 simple pass， 係。
Leicester seem quite commanding, don't they? They are so patient, and sometimes it can be a touch frustrating, but you end up sort of admiring it really. It comes
我換咗尼迪迪啦，有啲攰啊佢都係。卡沙迪入替，
都需要佢。
呢個調動喺上一場俾人屌到仆街。
都冇計嘅，都要換嘅。你唔換你點踢93場？踢足90分鐘，仲要係中場呢位最攰嘅。你話如果係後衞嗰幾個企住嚟踢就輕鬆啫，你中場真係喂前又係佢，後又係佢喎。
尤其是啲
係啊，
佢要做搶波嘅工作，佢多過 Juice B 好啲。
Adam 話19年嘅 Tielemans 係勁，係咪勁？我又唔覺得係勁咯。
踢得好嘅，但係其他嘅隊友都有功勞，尤其是 Lily， 因為當其時 Lily 直情係喺 Leicester 嘅高峰添啦，係唔知佢嗰陣時嗰個功能就好顯著噶嘛，佢就係喺中場做掃檔，係 咁佢做好多嘅掃檔，其實佢幫手解放咗當其時嘅 T 粒，其實
都係令到佢移咗，所以我又唔覺得特別係勁。
咁佢解放咗佢，咁佢踢得好唔好咧？佢踢得好，但係其中一個因素就係因為佢被解放咗。咁啱啱嗰兩季有啲得咗，係因為 Ndidi 個太亦都得咗啊嘛。咁佢突然之間好似要做多咗好多嘢嘅時候咧，我哋就發覺佢做唔到咁多嘢喎。係，冇錯。但係佢哋個樣唔似，係應該冇關係，可能。呢個係慳肥嘅，哇！放得靚呢球，哎呀！我一下嚟，好波卡薩特呢球熟。
Opposition players and vital. They are absolutely vital, Colts. The two wide boys put the shift in, but not as much as those two inside them.
I've just seen a man on the front row who was coming back, and he walked along the front row, and he lost his footing, fell, went horizontally down, disappeared. Everybody laughed around him, and then got back up sheepishly to his seat. Got a white hoodie on. He's pulled the hood up over his head as well. Got a bit of a tap on the shoulder from the steward to check that he was okay.
I didn't think you were cruel and vindictive like that guy.
No.
Where is it?
Occasionally. This is Chowdhury. Just short of halfway. Well, it's been routine, hasn't it, for Leicester tonight? As wins a throw in down the right-hand side. And they are kicking towards a big clock behind the goal that says 71 minutes and 22 seconds. And you sense that the Leicester players will be looking at that quite a lot.
Yeah.
They've done the hard work.
Yeah, they're not going for glory, are they? You know, if further goals appear, then so be it. But content with what they've got, and they feel confident enough about themselves that they can hold on to it.
Throw into Cardiff City. All in Leicester blue at the moment. Gautas playing it infield to Siopis. Got options over on the right hand side, and Robinson goes into the area. And through to Hermanson, nice and easy for him. There was no pace on the cross in the end. I think they wanted handball, one or two of the players, but none of the fans were calling for it. But it shows how they've had little to chew on, really, Cardiff City, in this game. Matches ahead for them. They are in Cup action next weekend. They go to face Sheffield Wednesday. They played them fairly recently, in fact, and won.
咁咪做到咯，係咯。
可以擺落去，
左腳射唔射得啊？
射唔到啦，冇位。
哇！哎呀，中柱！哎呀，法特會個靚波啊！
估唔到佢仲可以射得咁靚得。因為其實人哋已經封晒㗎啦個位。
哇！哎呀，達卡！佢啲球點落多呢啲咯？有睇過個球？
有，但係好多呢啲嘢，你真係封晒㗎啦。佢射得好靚，其實真係。
佢就係遠，所以令到佢有多啲空位。仔又爭少少，始終都係太後生。處男，可惜。達卡又窒，達卡呢個又唔係窒嘅，呢球又呢球佢真係冇乜時間去反應，反而戥佢唔抵呢球，反而戥達卡唔抵多啲。即係佢唔係錯，佢喺嗰個位都係喂，差啲嘢，佢係啊，佢都唔係啱喺嗰個位。我話呢啲好難㗎，因為你中柱出嚟咧，好少時間反應，因為你唔似係散到人，你中柱彈出嚟個速度基本上係同佢射波速度基本上接近係一樣咁滯。你啊，即係等於你前面你6碼前有個條友射埋你度，你係反應唔切嘅。所以呢個反而係大卡唔抵咯，我覺得係。 佢喺嗰個位已經係算係好嘅，呢個我又唔會鬧佢嘅。
Just 2 goals so far this season, or indeed in his Leicester career for Abdul Fatawo.
Yeah, he's a little bit wild, a little bit loose with his finishing. Tightens that up. You've got some play.
He's young, isn't he? And he's on loan from Sporting Lisbon. And I think there's no doubt.
而家好多 Stephen
幫緊佢啊，幫緊佢攞狀態。成個12月喺度幫佢攞狀態。
佢喺國家隊先都有好入邊，成日都有波入邊。
贊比亞仲可以靠邊個嘅？係，其實好老實啊。贊比亞我都講唔出第二個球員嘅名。
Yeah, Leicester have on the periphery, but Fatu, look at the shift he's doing. He's up one end of the pitch 1 second, back down the other, and the next. And excellent athlete as well as technician.
俾。
哇！咁都射到，係咯。
即係 FIFA 射波嚟嘅。
Hermanson 都幾好。
但係喺轉身之前已經撳咗呢個射波掣。
咁樣射，哇！好區喎。
佢入咗好靚啊！講真
，Hermanson 呢球都處理得好好。
準備啦，
係啦，有集中。逼場有定揾機會去 break 咗頭嗰4個，就好踢。
Long ball forward as Leicester go searching for this 3rd goal, and Collins defending for Cardiff City wins the throw in. It's level with the 18-yard line, and he is squeezed.
仲有15分鐘第一。
Leicester City players looking up at that clock.
究竟 QPR 能唔能夠頂得住位置咧？
And 16 seconds it says. Their supporters singing behind it. Their songs of.
哎呀！大球呢球。
Hermanson out of his penalty area here, gets a lovely clean connection in the right back position, gets it over halfway line. And with just a firmer touch, might have been able to go through the centre of the Cardiff.
攞錯咗其實，佢唔應該向呢一個方向去。
不過佢踩落嚟就容易好多，始終佢踩唔到。
Still plenty of energy in the home side. They don't look a beaten team, and they've had a couple of opportunities. Maybe Leicester just sitting back a little bit, and it's a now or never moment for the home side as Robinson cheaply.
但係卡做到嘢啊！呢球。
Finds Cassidy, another player who is on loan at Chelsea.
哇！快碌嗰啲犀利。
Him at the end of the season.
好吧。
He bought for £15 million from
最好。
Inter Milan.
咁都冇得益嘅。
Highly talented teenager, but hasn't really, I'm sure, had the opportunities that he would have wanted since he's come. But as we know, things can change really quickly. Injuries can happen. And certainly that African Cup of Nations is going to take out 4 Leicester players and open the opportunity for players that have been on the subs bench in recent times and maybe grown a little bit frustrated. Back with the goalkeeper, Hermanson. There is at the moment not a tempt fate, but a sort of a degree of inevitability about this game.
Yeah, there's an air of resignation from the home side as well, isn't there? And the supporters.
都只係聽到 Leicester 球迷嘅歌聲冇錯。穿唔到穿唔到。
They tried to rally the troops for a little while, but nothing of any substance to back it up, really.
Ball forward for Mété there on the edge of the penalty area.
佢攞到呢個波咧，我哋因為佢對住個中堅佢打。
Through to goalkeeper Hermanson. Hermanson who's had the most saves this season, the highest save ratio anyway in the championship.
左邊就冇俾佢啦。
Leicester coming forward again with Mavadi.
有腳有啊！哎呀，中柱啊嘛，應該中柱。誒磨散都係磨散都有搏球。
Very similar to Fatu on this side, just coming on to his favoured foot, curling it around the goalkeeper. And while Fatua's shot hit the post flush, this one was tickled behind for
磨散都係再中柱。
corner.
爭少少啊！
但係呢球本身嘅射波嘅方法都幾好。
係，如果唔審人都可能就會中籠添啦，起碼中籠先啦。好長嘅角球。
Yeah, player's gone down injured here, and the referee has blown up immediately.
I'm not being too harsh. He's off the pitch, but maybe the referee spotted something. He's gone crashing in back into the
Gautas, isn't it? The Cardiff centre half.
With the pole behind. What do you call that pole behind?
俾道門自己打。
Well, he looks like he's okay. Here we see what happened. Yeah, I think he's hit the post, hasn't he? He's actually bounced into the post.
比零啊，好犀利啊！唔使輸啊，竟然仲未輸，係啊。Bristol 近況唔差。Bristol 近況都 fit 嘅喎，佢。哦，真係。
球 drop 對面有啲唔公平喎，我覺得講真。
點解？你講邊？
我哋本身控球啊嘛。
係，我俾翻佢。
係咯。
算啦，唔緊要啦。對面禮讓我哋就俾翻佢。
頭先讓咗我哋着鞋一次。
係啊，讓咗我哋都好有錢。零，哎呀，
夠高啊！
係啊，我以為佢幾空啊嗰度，佢唔知攞落嚟嘅話，就係全條線都係佢噶啦。
你睇嚟諗住做。
都可以換啦，其實
我哋梗係覺得可以啦，
可以換阿 Cannon 出嚟啦。
佢個意思就係唔諗住做嘅。
非洲杯之前用盡啲非洲球員，
但問題1月係要靠 Cannon 喎，因為如果華啲未好翻，跟住非洲球員走晒，係要靠出 Cannon 嘅，所以應該要俾佢攞下經驗啊，即係夾。
換啦！即刻講完就換啦。
係啊，聽到我，聽到我叫佢換。係大卡都有3至4球好波，真係。但係有10幾球係衰嘅，有10幾球衰，
尚算合格嘅。
係啊 ，Cannon 啊，係啦，啱，合理。
緊合格嗰種。好緊，
你要個合格分30分咁先合格咯。
佢啲隊友幫咗佢，唔係我記得有啲位要俾分佢就係佢起碼好多時候佢出現喺一個正確嘅位置，
係啱，
佢做緊一啲正確嘅嘢，
係，
不過做唔到，
係啊，佢做到佢都會追翻，佢都係勤力，係啦。
所以我合格嘅其中一個位，我覺得即可以俾佢喺一個位，但係可唔可以絕對可以做得更加好啦，我都係啊，我覺得，但係佢係出現喺正確嘅位置，做緊一啲正確嘅東西，啱，做得唔好，
係冇錯。唯有即係落力去搭救呢啲情況，技術唔夠就。可能贊比亞好快出局，都最快都要1月尾喎，因為分組賽
2-3場。
係啊，分組賽睇到1月尾喎，因為哇，香港城呢個直線靚啊 ！Cannon， 喂啊，有冇啊？
喂，
係拉佢，話佢拉佢，係 OK。
佢唔等埋佢睇下過唔過到先，佢有機會過到去。
佢應該見到人哋係包到人哋，佢係有等佢過咗佢先。
因為我頭先覺得佢仲有機會。
嗱俾佢先，跟住見到包到埋，係啦，所以佢都處理得好嘅，防正都。攞落嚟得唔得？翻下換，回一回先到1打2啦，係啊。Good， 入中間。
Showed his versatility again here tonight. A key player to have.
Yeah, he's a great player, isn't he, to have? And as a full-back, centre half if you want, centre midfield, orthodox or hybrid as it is these days, and great attitude. doesn't moan, gets on with it, pleased to be there, but at the same time, obviously respected within the squad as well. Positioned as captain this evening.
5, 6, 7.
With the ball, Chowdhury back to his goalkeeper again. Getting plenty of touches now. Mads Hermansen edging towards that clean sheet. Cannon gets a touch, but
呃晒所有人我哋 Cannon 呢個回口。
chasing into the penalty.
危險！哎呀，國球。
Gone behind for a corner. It was strong defending. It had to be. That was a half opening for Mate, the substitute.
Yeah, it's so important that centre forward to keep in possession. If you're not sure, try and have a. I had the odd dalliance myself, and I learnt the error of my ways. I tried to lay it off first time all the time, and you know, sometimes you need to have 2 touches just to be secure because you could end up in that situation.
Corner's taken short.
Oi.
Eventually comes in and is over the crossbar. No real danger there from a point of view, from a Leicester point of view. Anyways, Mark McGuinness was closing in the 6-yard box, but they didn't target.
我哋就見紅個大。
They have got into the penalty area. Spoke about set play.
法定時間仲有5分鐘。哦，米堡反啊，唔係2比1，領先緊咁多。米堡贏緊2比1。 就列斯仲係輸緊0比1。哇！誒冇花位㗎。好寫30碼諗住燙埋佢，搞笑啲。爆位係啊！哇靚喎 ，Cannon 追到，吸一吸得唔得？哦，吸到少少啊，吸咗啲啊，中間都唔夠。你 hold 定等人上去。 吸咗，哎呀，喂，好波，爆晒頭，預謀得好啊！好嘢！
The man who arrived from Tottenham during the summer, although he was actually
我睇奧波斯都唔睇，逼得眼嗰啲，我都走出嚟睇。
Certainly into one of the favourites for Leicester City supporters this season. What he's done and the way he's settled in, and if, and it's a massive if, we don't want to tempt fate, but if they are playing in a different league next year, you're pretty confident that he will settle in very comfortably.
勤力追唔翻我識。 即係 Jude 呢個死咗嘅球員咧，如果你 first touch 唔會，基本上唔使踢波。如果 first touch 衰嘅，所以佢 first touch 係好好。中間穿唔穿到啊？唔使。可以轉快少少。喂，做咩事啊？放低咗我追翻out。
人哋哇，真係好大聲。
係咯。
Player down injured here, and the ball has been kicked out. It's a Leicester player who's gone down.
批爭啊！法師話批爭，我批爭就唔係點驚，我驚係拉傷嗰啲就驚。好彩冇。
Blindsided clunk, shall we say, although slightly theatrical collapse by the Ghanaian. He's looking for sort of some form of retribution here, I think. I don't think he's too happy with whoever it was who caught him, but all of a sudden, bouncing around as usual.
Just elsewhere, incidentally, it's still Ipswich 0, Queen's Park Rangers 0, which is a surprise. And West Brom is still leading Leeds by 1 goal to 0. The only team in the top 4, apart from Leicester, who picking up 3 points today, have been Southampton. They've actually done that. It's been done and dusted. That was a 6-o'clock kickoff.
推落去，係啦，
哎呀，用咗繩，又唔得啊！
呢個係啱嘅，係啊，因為對面個位置個身體位置係太慢嘅，佢即刻可以爆。
Stats say that both sides have had 7 attempts on goal, and Leicester have just had 3 on target compared to Cardiff's 2 on target. It didn't feel like that, but I suppose there hadn't been a load of clear-cut opportunities, have they? And Leicester has sort of scored at good times and been able to control the game from there and not needed to take risks or
The few times that Leicester have threatened, there's been more menace about their attack than there has from Cardiff's angle, hasn't there? Without a doubt.
That's a classic away performance, really, from Leicester City. And the away form has been staggering.
Oh, ball.
Oh,
ball just in here.
The stats has been staggering. Here they come again.
3打3喎，有機會喎。自己射得遠處，哎呀！真係波，都係咁射嘅喎，遠處地波。點解係俾人封嘅咧？即係自己射都唔係問題嘅，係有揾到條路，係
啊。Always a bad sign as a defender. And I fancied Mavadidi there, even if he struck it. I thought surely this one's in. He hit the post, didn't he, with that deflected effort, but I was waiting for it to ripple.
我就係覺得今日呢場嘅最佳球員喺邊度
？Another effort was at 8 on target now, is it? I don't know.
喂啊！
我諗都係。
To the naked eye, like that's much of a shout for a penalty, and the referee agrees with that assessment.
幾次轉完邊到 Stephy 之後，都係可以過到對手，或者自己射波。雖然冇入波或者冇助攻，但係都表現係唔錯。
係 Stephy 係踢得唔好，係踢得唔錯噶嘛。好喎，我就覺得即係今日都好多個球員都踢得好喎，其實講真。我揀嘅。因為防守又有防守又好，進攻我都同意 Jules Free 係好嘅嘛。冇乜失誤。我都會揀 Jules Free。大家個執行都執行得好啊！即係成個方由後去到前，即係 even Charger 都好好啊，都好多幫我哋做到幾下，出嚟亦都係啊，防守都係防守都有幾下嘅。大家不如就選下今日嘅最佳球員，大家會選邊個咧？可以留言話俾我哋知。保持6分鐘喎，仲有4分鐘踢嘅。葉士域治仲未入波啊！呢個係佢遲咗開波喎。係啊，而家得2點9，就冇佢7點9開波，但係點解佢而家得75分鐘？哇！咦？俾嗰個黑衫，係俾呢個黑衫。喂，甩啦！喂呀！你好彩喎！佢嗰度一甩就雙刀㗎啦，係啊，有係啊。
Just trying to get something, a consolation maybe.
The crowd are begging Enzo for a wave.
呢波咪就係我覺得你咁樣俾人double team都係啊，你仆街啦！
加咗佢冇錢，除非冇波。
I'm sure we'll make up for it at the end of the game and score on stage.
Header from Cassaday seemed a little bit shocked it came off at a.
哇，都幾多紅牌喎！呢輪賽事。
不福有一個先我見到，跟住仲有咩？哇，係喎 ，Blackburn 有一個，米和伊有一個。
可能大家都攰啊，申請放假自己。哇！係。
Would have been the goal of the game and a game that has had one fantastic goal, but Ollie Tanner's effort went well wide of the target. Your man of the match tonight, Matt, is there someone you think has excelled more than anyone else from a Leicester point of view?
Do you know what? I haven't even considered it yet. Right, listen, the good performances throughout. Winks and Chowdhury have run the show in there. Fataru, he's had his moments again.
就係 Wings 同 Chowdhury。
Wings 都唔錯，都好穩穩陣陣。
係 Wings 係 固定地唔錯，
係
好難得講真。
係啊，
睇咗咁耐 Tillemans 誒有個咁穩定嘅球員。
係啊，哎呀，頭款頭獎我抄住。
哇！想做朗拿甸奴啦。
What, 20, 25 yards, and a bit like Aaron Ramsey's goal at King Power early in the season between these two sides. It was spectacular, and it led to a wonderful celebration as well. I always love a goal when a player heads towards his supporters and there's the wave. The wave has come from Enzo Maresca. I think he's feeling a little bit relaxed now at 4 minutes 46 seconds of the 6 minutes of stoppage time. That he's okay. Leicester are okay. Long ball forward, looking for Cassidy, won the header. It's a feature of his play that he's good in the air. Kicked it onto Cannon, but the ball just eluded him and went through to the Cardiff goalkeeper, Jack Anick. Cardiff building on the far side. Long ball forward, looking for Mate, who's now playing through the centre, and it might fall. Mate, oh,
哇！接翻 O 其實，我已經有省到人大我已經。
佢嗰下彈下第一下唔射就冇嘅，佢都呢下要射。
哎呀，佢又吸得翻轉。越位，冇幫。
Dozens, maybe hundreds of fans around us to get up and go. We're heading home. That's the end of our 2023. Watching Cardiff City.
石洲三又紅牌喎，4個紅牌咁啊！科文全俾人追喎。好，完場。建設好2-0，咁我哋就要睇埋葉士域治嗰場個情況如何啦。咁啊，暫時領先8分啦，不過要睇下佢哋都仲有成10幾分鐘踢，咁睇下佢哋會唔會喺餘下嘅時間入到。我 actually 而家轉睇係啊咩？先，阿澤有啲咩嘢睇法啊？呢場嗰場澤走啦，就唔見咗。
贏到。
你講多次頭先唔見咗你，突然間斷咗。你講多次 ，sorry。
係啊，就係2023年最尾一場咁乾淨。戰術又好，
係
之後每個球員都踢得幾好嘅，穩穩定定咁啊最好。
係
繼續落去。
好啊，今日完成咗2023年嘅最後一場比賽啦。咁啊，下一場就會翻主場1月1號元旦日對 Huddersfield， 咁就到時翻主場，大家希望又可以攞多3分啦。咁啊過埋呢場之後咧，就會踢足總杯，跟住咧就開始會啲非洲兵走晒㗎啦，咁咧所以就都開始會辛苦啲，咁所以要睇下球會能唔能夠揾到幾個球員翻嚟去幫手，可能簽翻啲借用啊嗰啲球員翻嚟幫手咁就好。咁阿軒有冇啲咩總結啊？
有冇啲咩消息咧？想要咩球員？
暫時未有啊，但係應該幾大機會要就會係要一個左腳中堅。同埋前鋒應該係揾呢兩個，不過就未知道。
我個人估計係增兵，
咁就會難啲咯。就要
人嘅估計係將會係冇任何動作，冇增兵。我估
都合理嘅，冇
簽
解。
因為新埋嗰個 window 太做咗好多嘢，
係
跟住我覺得。somehow 覺得佢
或者可能都要睇下究竟能夠清走幾多人先，再睇下
清走為主咯，佢未必會有好多嘅增值。先睇下，如果佢真心係跟哥九嘅套路的話，就應該係冇喐動。
都希望要睇下有冇機會啦。清走完之後有 budget 嘅話都要，因為而家即係後備幾個艾根啊呢啲咧，卡薩迪都係未係好夠班啊，始終都係差少少。係咯，如果即係我哋1月會 struggle 咯，我覺得如果咁睇，尤其是1月又要再對住少力治1月尾嘅時候，咁啱就係1月嘅時候，所以咧呢場蘇格戰都好緊要。好，咁今日多謝晒大家睇波 ，Andy 未續約啊 Hugo， 未續約㗎，係季尾完約㗎，所以都要睇下能唔能夠幫佢啊伊人組呢啲球員咧續翻個約先，咁先知道。先會明朗啲咯個情況，前鋒都真係需要一個，我覺得暫時 Cannon 似乎都係未係好夾得掂暫時，不過唔知道，希望嗰度會好啲喎。好啊，咁今日就咁多先啦，大家香港嘅球迷可以休息下啦。我哋2024年再見，祝大家新年快樂，拜拜。
新年快樂。